2, 3, 4.
Good morning, my Breet and early, my cheddar-loving brothers and sisters, and welcome to this great episode number 352 of the Good Morning Guys podcast, a podcast so Gouda, you'll be provolone no longer.
Oh,
Thank
my
you
God.
so Usly much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we talk about the game of life. Camembert with the other games we love to watch and play. I don't know that one. I am one of your hosts, the Brazilian mountaineer and smooth as Brie transition ninja, Lucas Ham Swisher. To my left, smooth as Brie. To my left, from the land of barbecue and bluegrass, the North Kakalaki grill master of Gouda repairs, Ryan Swiss Army Knife Isley.
Wait, what did you say?
What
Gouda
happened?
repairs? Like what?
Yep, your Gouda repairs. Not with us in spirit, or actually with us in spirit, but not physically with us. The judge, trier, and execution bretor of fake news and spoilers, Patrick Sharp Cheddar Novacell.
All right. ChatGPT is trying way too hard.
Yeah, he's trying way too hard. If you're a nacho old listener, welcome. And if you're a seasoned curd connoisseur, welcome. Cheddar back.
Oh my God.
Ain't no cheddar back, girl. Ain't no cheddar back, girl.
No.
Happy National Cheese Day.
Was that what today was?
According to the interwebs, it's National Cheese Day. So we got no holidays here in Brazil today, but in the US, Cheese Day. So happy National Cheese Day.
I swear it was something
What's new news? I mean, there's other stuff, but cheese was the one that I gravitated towards.
Yeah.
Instead of what's new news, this segment is called What's the Cheese Board Looking Like?
Oh my God. What's the cheese board looking like?
Yep. So, you want to start or you want me to start?
You start.
It's a fireside chat.
Yeah, you start with
you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
wait. I just looked up National Day calendar. Today, there's like, dude,
there's 50 probably.
This is only showing 5. None of them being cheese, or 6.
Really?
None of them being cheese. Today is
that would make sense. Why
ketchup day,
do something wrong.
day, veggie burger day, moonshine day, or gingerbread day.
I don't like any of those.
I don't either. I like your cheese. Yeah, we'll stick with cheese.
The cheesa is Gouda.
The cheesa is
Gouda. National Cheese Day was yesterday, June 4th. My bad. I'm a day late, $1 short. Oopies.
All right, well, let's go with veggie burger day. What's your favorite?
Oh man, yesterday was National Donut Day. I bet you those
yesterday was National Donut Day, and I forgot about that. And I bet you probably could have got something crazy free from Krispy Kreme. But
I probably could have.
I imagine that your Krispy Kreme would have been backed up even further.
Backed up like constipated buffet eating.
Yeah, ultra constipated.
Yeah. It was World Environment Day yesterday, World Oceans Day, Summer Solstice also, International Day of Yoga, Asteroid Day. Okay, these are International Picnic Day and World Bicycle Day.
Look, white people are very creative with the days that they come up with.
Why do I got to get blamed for this? Okay, buddy.
Do you think that my people came up with it?
No. Ain't no black people waste their time. They're like, we're busy.
Exactly.
We're busy frying chicken, working.
Indeed.
Eating watermelon, drinking fruit punch. Mm-hmm. Where's Fruit Punch Day? Fried chicken day.
Oh, man. Fruit Punch Day. When is that? When is National
I didn't tell you. My best buddy at work, he's your brother from another mother.
Yeah.
He's the ebony to my ivory. and we had fried chicken the other day, and I tell you what, he went right to it. He's like, "This is the only reason I came to lunch today." And I'm like, "That's the blackest." I said, "That's the blackest thing I've heard you ever say." It was amazing.
Yes, that is exactly what.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
I was just like, "Well, I wish we had watermelon and fruit punch to go with the lunch. and
Right.
We would have been good to go." We
National
didn't. It was
National Punch Day is September 20th. So mark your calendar.
all right, mark your calendars, baby. We're drinking fruit punch on that day. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Bring a gallon
It's
of
gonna be
fruit punch.
great. Yeah, get some fruit
Just
punch.
bring a bunch
going.
of Kool-Aid. Just bring a bunch of
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
that's all you need. Oh yeah. That kind of sounds like Macho Man. What does the fruit punch guy say? Doesn't say
It's oh yeah, but it's just oh yeah.
oh yeah. It's just oh yeah.
Yeah.
Drink into a
gotta-
fruit punch. Drink
Yeah.
a Kool-Aid.
Snap it to a fruit punch.
Snap it to a fruit punch. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yep, I was too.
can you imagine beef jerky flavored
Ugh.
Kool-Aid? Yum. Snap into that.
Gross.
It's disgusting.
Oh,
That was a
Who
fun way
is-
to start
who
the
is-
podcast.
Justice said, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah. Bust through a wall. See, I
Yeah.
can't not sound like Macho Man when I do, or
I think,
Randy Savage.
yeah, like I
It's
mean,
not Macho Man. I
that's
I
fine.
still get the name of Macho Man. Is it Macho Man Randy Savage?
you know,
Is that
this would
right?
be a great question for Patrick
Oh
because I
man,
don't know.
we need to stop. We should not be going down this path without Patrick here. It's just like
Justin
I
might
remember
know.
Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake
Hulk
Cuz might
Hogan.
know because he
Andre
is
the
a
Giant.
wrestling fan.
Jake is it Macho Man Randy Savage is like, oh yeah, snap into a Slim Jim.
I want to say yes.
I think so.
I think that's correct.
Don't Google it. It's more
Justin
fun just
said
to guess.
yes. There you go.
All right. Woo. All right. $1 Million Man.
I feel like if we would have got that wrong, we're bad.
Do you think they're maybe they've already tried to do this, but like if they tried to do old school wrestlers with modern names, would it be the $1 Billion Man? Or the $1 Trillion Man? Like, well, how far would they go?
I
if
feel like
tried
they
to
would
come
probably
up with-
go. I don't know.
Or wait, what about what is it called? The $1 Million Crypto Man?
Oh gosh, the $1 million Bitcoin man.
Yeah, Bitcoin Man, Crypto Man. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a terrible group of like Gen Alpha wrestlers,
Yeah,
Gen Z wrestlers. They're like, come on, we're
Crypto
gonna fight.
Bro. That's what his name would be.
Yeah, the Crypto
Bro.
Bros. We got to stop, man. We can't be making up wrestling stuff without Patrick.
Nope,
here.
Patrick is gonna enjoy
Wrong.
this.
This feels wrong. He's listening right now, and he's
I
like
know.
both loving it and at the same time just like, why am I not there? Anyways, we're moving
Oh,
on.
man.
Okay. Let's talk about the cheese board. See what the cheese
All right.
board's looking like. So anyways, Balatro is fetishly finished. Fetishly? That's supposed to be officially.
That sounds
So
like
it's
you just
feta.
said fetishly finished.
I know, right? I was like, as I heard myself say it, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I saying right now? Balatro's fetishly finished.
Hey, look, the Rock would be the tungsten. That's what Jake has.
The tungsten. Can you
Tungsten
you smell the
carbide.
tungsten?
Get it right. Tungsten
What
carbide.
the tungsten's been cooking.
Oh, okay, so Balatro done.
I'm done.
You did it.
I told you guys how I did the orange steak, and then I realized there was still one more difficulty level, right?
Well, you know what? We're glad that.
I did the orange steak, and then my buddy at work was like, "You still got one more difficulty level." I'm like, "No!" So I did it in like 3 minutes. I beat it, and then I deleted it. I was like, he's like, "You're not gonna do the hardest difficulty in all the decks." I'm like, "No," because one, you skip to the hardest difficulty. You have to beat like easy, medium. Like there's like 7 difficulty levels, 7 or 8 difficulty, and you have to do it with every level to get to the hardest difficulty. You have to do that with all 12 decks or something to get the platinum. And I'm like, those days are behind me. You know how much I want platinum trophies? I couldn't care literally less, which is crazy because 2-3 years ago,
Right.
I got me any of those platinum trophies.
Y'all got any of them platinums?
Got any platinums? I'm like scratching my neck like an addict.
Uh,
Dude, I used to spend money just to buy platinums.
Really?
Yeah. Were you not listening when I was like, were you not a part of the podcast at that point when I was talking about that kind of stuff? I
Huh?
would play like
I don't think so.
10-minute platinum games. There was a phase.
Oh,
There was one year. It was when I hit 300 platinums.
that's
I
crazy.
think I got that year. I got over 100 platinums. Like just
How much
playing
did you
dumb games,
spend?
stupid games. Well, I didn't spend all of it.
I was about to say they were probably extremely cheap, right?
They were extremely cheap, but also there was a lot of them that Chris the Rock Kerwin, my buddy in Canada, we shared the expenses, and he actually bought a big bulk of them because he's oh shoot, what does he do? He uses Excel spreadsheets a lot. An actuary.
What?
Actuary, not an actuary. An actuary. An
ashtray.
actuary. An ashtray. He's an ashtray. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Chris, if you're listening somehow, some way. He's an actuary. And they use spreadsheets and they assess risk. And it's like a transponder. Like what it's like a sort of job that like Chandler did in Friends, and they didn't really know what his job was. It's that kind of job. Just like we don't really know what you do, but they do risk assessment, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know he interviewed last week to be like the next, like the one step below the CEO of his company.
Really?
Like he is climbing the ranks. That homeboy is going to be in charge of the company one of these days. Mark my words.
Tim
if anybody can do it. Actually, did I still say it wrong? Tim, you can correct me if it's not actuary. If it's
is there a cheese that you could put there?
Oh yeah, like
I can't think of a cheese that starts with
I got nothing. I'll just let ChatGPT tell me the stupid jokes that aren't any good.
It likes Brie a lot because it put Brie in.
It really does. It put Brie in there like 5 times. Don't worry, I'm not even finished. Like it's gonna be all over the place.
This is gonna be Gouda.
It's Gouda. It's a Gouda. Now Gouda is Gouda anywhere. So
yes.
But yeah, Belatro's fetically finished. Hades. It's listen to this one. Hades is still melting faces like raclette or raclette or however you say that. In Portuguese we say raclette, but I don't know. Raclette. It's cheese that you like put an iron, like an iron hot metal iron on top, and then you pull it off and then scrape the gooey cheese off of it.
I know what.
And then you keep doing it till you melt it down to nothing. It's amazing. I've had it actually once.
Sounds really good. Now
they call it raclette. I said that already, but it was a raclette party, and it was fun. And I've also made a ricotta turn to Dead Cells. So again. Yeah, because I've got it during the Christmas break. I bought the game physically on Switch, and I played a little bit. I just beat it once and was like, oh yeah, Dead Cells good. But I wasn't ready to like collect everything again. But now I'm feeling it. And so probably the next few months and weekends and days, of course, we're kind of on vacation, and vacation is when I'll probably turn up the heat a little bit with gaming, at least for a couple weeks.
When's your vacation start?
Next week. Okay. Wednesday or Thursday. So
Gone for a week?
I'll be turning up, huh?
Gone for a week, 2 weeks?
We get like 6 weeks off.
Oh, geez.
And then, but then Mindy and I are going to Cancun for a week. We're not going to go for 6 weeks. Ain't nobody got money to be in Cancun for 6 weeks.
You are a pastor and a teacher. Like you don't get.
I'm not.
You owe them money.
I definitely owe them money. But yeah, so that's gaming for me. Not really anything crazy. Let's go to your IFL. Or at least video game IFL. Let's do back and forth. This is
let's do fireside chat.
We don't have to do all of my stuff.
And then I got blurry again because I adjusted myself.
I gotta adjust my glasses. Quit adjusting yourself.
Stupid camera.
Don't move.
You sat too far back. I can't see you.
You don't want to get close to that fire that's behind you either. You burn yourself.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Video game wise this past week, like honestly, I think I played Monster Hunter.
Yeah, got wild.
Yep, got wild in Monster Hunter.
No, you
So
played Moonster.
I did. I played.
Moonster
Yeah, there
Hunter.
you go. I played Monster Hunter.
Was it a good a time? A
It
good a
was a
time?
good time because
Was
they
the
had
boss
a
a Brie?
yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Sure, because you're so high level.
No. So they have a crossover event because they're Capcom, or it's like a Capcom game. So they constantly have crossovers with other Capcom IPs.
Of course.
Of course, they did Street Fighter. And I want to say in Monster Hunter
You like
World,
running up to these huge bosses and you're like, Hadouken!
yes,
Hadouken!
that's exactly
That's
what
amazing. And so
so
all you hear the whole fight is this Hadouken! Hadouken!
so in Worlds, in Monster Hunter World, you had like a skin that was all Ryu. This time they did Akuma. So you got to be Akuma. And
Nice.
like instead of you had the option
It's
to
not
use the
Akuma.
weapons.
It
Yeah.
is Akuma.
You had the option to use the weapons,
Why would
but
you do that?
really like there's like a little basically
Got 2
like
weapons right
he's
here.
got his
Got 4
that's
weapons.
basically what it is.
His
It's
fists,
like
his feet,
you select
face.
basically your fists and then you go and punch them
Ba, 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 ba. You're like
And
Drax in the second
where he's just
Guardians,
like
where he's with the knives. He's like, ah! That's
yes,
you.
that's exactly
Akuma.
what it is, and it was fun.
That's awesome.
It's super fun.
It sounds fun.
I doubt that I will use that for any serious monster hunts,
Right,
but
but
it's
just for
fun.
fun, it was enjoyable, I bet.
And then like because of the new system that they added to the game where like you create wounds. When you create a wound, normally you hit it with your weapon and do a special move.
You mean you hit it with your sword that's very sharp cheddar?
Yes. Stop.
This man, I gotta make up for lost time.
Because it's Akuma, he does like his I forget what the name of that move is, but it's like where he hits the monster in certain places and it like does all these quick cuts, and then it ends with the little symbol on his back where he does that thing. I can't remember what the name of the move is. It's super cool.
I recognize the move. It's super cool, but
Yeah.
I never learned the names of any of their
didn't either.
moves. Just the sounds they made. Those were the names of the moves.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Guile.
Good old Geely.
I think that's honestly the only thing that I played.
Only thing you did?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I started playing what's the name of that game? South of Midnight.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's interesting.
Early thoughts? Oh, interesting. That's a safe way of saying I'm not sure yet.
I'm not sure yet.
That's fair.
I do have it on like
it's
basically
I know because I say that a lot when I don't want to commit to an answer.
I put it on story mode because I'm not really like I don't really care about combat and stuff. I like this seemed like a game that I wanted to play for the story, so I put it on story mode.
Right.
There's still a little bit of combat, but it's not like hard or anything. It just seems like it's like the combat is incredibly repetitive. Like you just go into like this one little area, 2 or 3 people spawn in, you kill them, you do the thing, and that's
story.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Is that partially because it's story mode? Usually when it's
Probably.
story mode,
Probably
fighting and combat's usually one-dimensional.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the game itself more so is definitely more so about the story than it is the combat. Which is fine. Tim says he loved South of Midnight, and also he said story mode only.
Story mode is the only mode, sir.
I've started to embrace playing games on story mode because one, they're free because Game Pass is awesome.
Of course.
And if I didn't put them on that mode, I would not get through half of these games. I also did start what's the Freaky Circle? Indiana Jones and the Freaky Circle.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
That one is actually really good. Like, I just haven't played it again. Like, being Indiana Jones and like punching people and hitting people with.
You did the opening, right?
I did the opening.
I
I'm
did the
up
opening
to.
until I got to the museum where you fight that guy in the cutscene, and then you have to find the pieces of
Oh no, I've done.
like you have to put
I've
together.
done. I've gone past that.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got
uh,
to. It was late at night, and I was not in the mood. Like I was falling asleep while picking up museum
uh,
pieces.
I'm trying to remember
You're
what
like,
part I'm at. I've gotten to, I guess, whatever the priest guy is that's his friend. Like, I've left the university or the museum place and have it did like the classic Indiana Jones transition,
yeah,
the
of
red
course.
line with the
With
airplane. Yeah.
yep.
Um. Yeah, I've done that. I think I've played at least one chapter of it. So,
All right. Good.
um, I do like it, and it runs
Yeah.
pretty good on PC. Yeah, the Vatican. Yeah. That's where I'm at. Um,
The
yeah,
Vatican.
I do like it.
Mhm.
It runs pretty good on PC.
Cool.
Or at least on mine, which I don't have a powerhouse of a PC or anything, but it works enough for what I needed to do.
Good enough for government work.
Yep. So that's all I really played, honestly. Um, we were gonna go out to see Lilo and Stitch with friends, but they
Uh-huh.
got sick, so we couldn't go do that. We didn't want to go. We wanted it to be a big family thing, so we didn't end up going.
All
Um,
right.
I did end up watching a movie though, because I had just played Monster Hunter. I went and watched the Monster Hunter movie. Oh
I
man,
didn't know that was a thing. They have a
so bad.
Monster Hunter movie? Was it so bad?
So-
How bad was it, Ryan?
oh, what's a terrible cheese? It's that one. It's that- whatever
I
a
don't know though.
terrible cheese is.
Well,
It's
there
that
so
cheese.
here in Brazil, they have a what's called a cheddar cheese. But it's like Cheese Whiz, except it
Mm,
once it cools, like you can only eat it hot and it's okay. And once it cools, it turns into like a toothpaste consistency.
yeah, and Justin said Borderlands bad. It's Borderlands
Ooh, is it
bad.
Borderlands bad?
It's
Yeah, well,
Borderlands bad.
what are
Um,
you gonna do?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you were comparing it to a cheese, it's Cheese Whiz. It's
Cheese
supposed
Whiz?
to,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
it's Cheese Whiz. It's not real. It's not
Did
real
you watch it
cheese.
with anybody or did you
I
just
just watched it by myself because the
in the
family was
theater?
gone. No, no, God no.
Oh,
It
okay,
was
just
on.
streamed it.
It was either on
Okay,
Netflix or Hulu. I was bored. I was like, you know what?
that's fair.
Let's watch the Monster
You
Hunter
know what?
movie.
I like Monster Hunter.
Yep.
I'm playing that right now.
And then
How
I
bad
watched
could the
it,
movie be?
and then
You made it all the way through?
I made it all the way through. I made it to the end.
What grade did you give it, or
Shit,
would you give
dude,
it?
it's definitely an F.
Ooh,
Like,
fatty, big fat F.
the pacing is so incredibly weird because it starts off like I don't. It's just the pacing is like super ramped up in the beginning, and then like for the
Everything
next
slows down.
hour and a half, it's just like nothing. Like they fight a Diablos and then they fight a Rathalos toward the end, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's just one of those movies that's just it's there.
Okay,
It's a movie. It's a movie
it's
of all
there. It
time.
happened. It happened. You experienced it. You never have to
I'll give it
experience
a
it again.
D rather than an F, but it's bad.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe a D minus.
it's D minus. Like it the
D
graphic
minus repeating. D
the
minus 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 minus
yeah.
minus.
Honestly, the CGI in it wasn't horrible, like for the
Okay, so
having the
that's what made
monsters.
it not an F.
Um, but like their acting was real bad too, and I was like, why is Ti? Ti was in this movie. Do you know who Ti is? The rapper?
I don't think so.
Okay, he was in
He
there.
doesn't ring a bell.
uh, gosh, who else was in there? This one, like I should. Oh, that's. Oh, I need to find a picture of this guy because of how ridiculous he looked. And I know it's because it's Monster Hunter. But like the I don't even know who this person was supposed to be. He was just a guy that was in the movie. It was Ron Perlman that played this guy.
Oh yeah.
Played the Admiral.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Who
Like
used to play Hellboy?
he did play Hellboy, didn't he?
He did. He was a
I
good
liked
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Yeah,
Like,
I did
thought
too.
I thought Hellboy was pretty good, but good enough for what it was.
Isn't there a new one?
There
with
is
somebody
supposed to
else?
be a reboot of that. I saw
Or
something
is
about
there
that the other
is
day.
it not out yet? I remember seeing a
Don't
trailer,
think it's
but
out yet.
that's fair.
I'm going to oh, the
You having a good
picture.
time over there? Just
Uh,
laughing?
I'm
What are you
looking at
looking
him.
at?
I'm trying to find the perfect picture to send you for what this man looked like in this movie.
You talking about the rapper guy?
No, uh,
Ron Perlman?
Ron Perlman's character, because like when you just see his hair and his
Is it really bad?
it's so bad.
I mean, it's Monster Hunter, so the hairs are like the hairs. The hair is like borderline.
It is,
What is it
but like
called?
even the other people had like normal hair compared to him. David Harbour is Hellboy in the new one. Okay, that'll probably be good.
What is with his hair?
Go look
It's
at
like
some other
Saber.
pictures.
He
Just
kind of looks like Sabretooth,
it
but
kind of
like
is like that.
Sabretooth shaved his face, but left his hair all crazy.
Yeah. It was. I was like, as soon as he popped up on the screen, I was like, "Good grief! What was their
Who
budget?
did your wig? I mean,
What
it's
was
so
the
ridiculous.
budget
I
of
don't
this
even believe it's a real wig. It's just like a CGI wig.
it was a it was an interesting choice. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was honestly that was all I did. I did start watching Sakamoto Days that Jake has recommended to me. Uh, oh, the new Hellboy is streaming on Hulu currently,
Oh,
and
okay.
Tim says it isn't good.
LOL. All right. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate you helping us dodge a bullet on that one.
I'll probably still watch it because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Jake has
You are.
recommended me
I'm gonna go
watching
glasses for you.
Sakamoto Days. So it's an anime about assassin who retires, but then everybody tries to come and kill
And
him.
then they bring him back in, just
They-
like Scarface.
It's basically
Or
like
no,
John.
just like Godfather. That's Godfather.
Yeah,
Sorry. I always get that mixed up. I don't know why.
Godfather or John Wick because he's
Oh
John
yeah,
Wick.
what is the?
John
I
Wick.
saw the
Did
trailer.
he
Is it called the
retire?
Ballerina? Is it called the Ballerina? The new one that is
I
from the
didn't see the
John Wick
trailer.
universe.
I didn't see
You
the
didn't see the
trailer
trailer for it?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty much just a girl John Wick, but halfway through the trailer, John Wick shows up to kill her, and then they fight. And I'm guessing they join forces because
Of course. Why wouldn't they?
ain't nobody gonna kill John Wick. but
Exactly.
John Wick can't kill the main character, or it's pointless to call it the ballerina when she's like
Right.
a ninja ballerina. So
Oh, I did watch the trailer for the second
Naked
half
Gun?
of Wicked.
oh, there's a trailer for it.
Yes.
Oh snap!
Yeah. And it comes out November 21st.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of excited.
I told Bernice, I was like, go ahead and buy the tickets. go ahead
Just
and
buy the tickets now. We're going.
Go ahead and buy the tickets and go ahead and pre-order it on Amazon.
Now,
We're doing
have your kids have your kids and your family
My
watched it enough
kids
that you don't
love-
feel like you need but you don't like, do you feel like you need to rewatch part 1 in order to enjoy part 2, or are you
No.
just going to go right into part 2?
Nah, I can just go straight in.
I've
I
seen
also
part
saw
1
this on Broadway.
twice.
So
Oh, that's true. I've seen part 1 twice, and so I'm just like, I don't know that I need to watch it again.
man, we've watched
I
this so
might.
many times.
By November, I might be feeling it and be like, you know
Right.
what? I like to see the whole thing. I don't like watching parts 1 and 2, separated far apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, I get you.
Know what
I
I mean, Bert?
probably will. I probably will end up watching it.
You don't really need to.
Nah, I don't really need to now.
Yeah. Do you know at our school we did our prom, which isn't really prom because there's no dancing, but we have a meal. It's called candlelight. They the choir performs and they sang a Wicked medley.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think there was music from part 2. I was like, I don't
There's some
recognize
songs that
some of
you
those
didn't
songs.
recognize.
Yeah, because it was an actual like Wicked Broadway music medley. It wasn't like the movie or whatever. So
Yeah,
that was interesting
that's
to hear
good.
those songs, but I have no context whatsoever. So I'm just
No,
like,
yeah, no.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Do you remember the songs?
I just remember Defying Gravity. I'm popular. Popular.
Yep,
I want to
popular.
be popular. Da, 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 da. Which just reminds me of it just makes me feel like it's a Mean Girls song. Like
It
if that
does
was,
feel like it could be a Mean Girl song.
yeah. I mean, the whole high school thing, once she like actually befriends her, I'm like, this is just Mean Girls. Like just,
Just
and
a different version of Mean Girls.
my kid, one of my kids said the word shiz the other day, and I'm like, watch your mouth. They're like, Dad, it's Shiz University. I'm like, don't say it. It makes me uncomfortable. Just don't say the name of the university, okay?
What
Just
the
weird.
shiz?
What the shiz did you just call me?
Yeah,
I just stepped in a pile of shiz.
I just stepped in a
We
huge
got
pile of
shiz
shit.
all over my shoes. I don't think we're supposed to talk like this. We need to stop. I just said I don't like to hear it, and here I am. You're corrupting me, Ryan. Stop it.
I'm sorry. It's not
I'd
my
say we need
fault.
Patrick here, but he would be making it worse. We
He
need
would
Mark.
be
Mark,
making it
where are
worse.
you? You're supposed to help us steer
Yeah,
out
Mark.
of the skid.
Help
into
us
the
steer out
skid.
of the skid.
Yeah. Skid Mark. All right. Anyways,
Skid
I don't know where that came from. Oh man, it just came out.
Oh, Mark, I'm so
Help us,
sorry.
Skid Mark. Help us, Skid Mark. You're our only hope. Oh, Patrick missed it too.
Nah, he's too busy
All right,
playing with
anyways.
his new Switch.
Oh, Skid Mark.
Jerk. Yeah.
He is a big jerk. Playing with these. What is worth playing on the Switch 2? Speaking of Fake Life, we're still
Mario
on Fake
Kart.
Life update. Yeah. I haven't seen, is there reviews? Is there like, if people said if it's like, whoa, amazing, open world Mario Kart, or is it just like overrated? I haven't heard.
To me
Have you?
personally, I feel like it's overrated. Justin may be able to chime in. I don't know about Tim. I don't know if Tim bought one. I just like, if the only thing that's going on there right now is Mario Kart,
That
that's
doesn't
not
seem
a
like a good enough reason.
that's not a selling factor for me. Like
Yeah.
that's
I'm just glad to hear Hades 2 is going to be on Switch 1, because if it were like on Switch 2 first or exclusively, I might on principle just never play Hades 2.
right.
Like, if you're going to do that to me, I'm out.
Right.
Peace.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Hades 1 till the cows come home. Okay, speaking of cows, let's talk about real life. Where the cows are. What's going on with
where the
real
cows
life?
are in real life?
Yeah. My girls are sick. Both my girls. My wife
Yeah.
and my daughter. They're both on. No, my wife's not on her second round of being sick, but she got some kind of influenza where, I mean, she was knocked out for a week, where her whole body hurt. It happened last Thursday, like almost a week ago. And then she was pulling out of it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then she started to lose her voice. And she's supposed to, in 2 days, she's supposed to give a speech at senior graduation. So she stayed home today. And I've been making dinner like a fiend. I think I'm going on like 4 or 5 days in a row of making dinner, which is probably a new record for me. I like making meals. Here's the thing is, I'm terrible at spinning the plates and keeping them on the, like, when you gotta like cook 3 different things and one thing takes an hour, one thing takes 30 minutes, and then the other takes like 37.5 minutes. And then I start the wrong one before the other one. And then by the time we get to the meal, one food is just like ice cold.
You are preaching to the choir. I don't know
The
I don't
burnt.
know how
I
our
don't know how they
wives do
do it.
that. I
How do
don't.
they do that? They're just like they got this like internal like
They
I
have
don't
an
know. It's like
internal
a
clock,
video
and
game.
their compartmentalization of doing those tasks is so good.
It's amazing. I'm
Dudes, we're like,
terrible at it.
"Give us one thing to do. I got you.
Yeah.
I got that one
Okay.
thing."
I've made mashed potatoes. Next.
Exactly.
Oh, I gotta thaw this. I gotta thaw this pork.
I probably should have
Pork
thought
roast.
that
It's gonna
while I was
take.
making
I
the mashed
probably should have done
potatoes.
that first. You know what the other thing is I'm terrible at is I can't like actively cook and keep like rinse off stuff. So I like fill the sink above the rim of the sink with dirty dishes, chunks of food. Like I'm like scraping, not scraping, but grating like carrots and potatoes, and there's peels everywhere. Like I made a salad. I
Oh,
made like a slaw, and I
uh-huh.
mean there was carrots and coleslaw all over, like carrots and cabbage all over the floor. Like there was a silhouette of my body made out of carrots and slaw, like carrots and cabbage. And
Oh,
I'm just like chop, chop, chop,
I
chop, chop,
cannot
chopping it up
I cannot
everywhere.
stand when my kitchen gets dirty, even when I cook. Like, I have to. Like, so I could have a whole bunch of stuff in the pan, but like my brain is like instantly like, you need to clean this up.
My kids hate it. They get because when the rule is whoever cooks, everybody else has to clean up. So
Mhm.
my kids clean up, and they're like, they always tattletale on me to my wife. They're like, "Daddy didn't clean everything up."
Daddy used
I'm like,
every pot and pan that he could
that
find.
is correct. Oh, I get. Mindy gives me a hard time every time. She's like, "How many pots and pans did you use?"
We
I'm
don't
like,
even
"Whatever it
have this
takes."
pot anymore. Where do you keep finding?
Yeah, we don't even use this anymore. I thought the last time you used it, you said you'd never use it again. I'm like, well, that was last time. And this
I
is this
needed
time.
something. I needed a vessel
We just
to cook.
we just say things when we're angry, but when it comes
Yeah,
down to it, everything is free game.
it is. It is.
So I've been living that life, making meals. I mean, and there's a risk. There's a risk you take when you make the meal. Like one meal I made, I totally screwed it up. Like
Yeah.
just got to the end and I served it, and I pretty much was just like, "This is crap, but this
Mhm.
is the food we have, so eat it." And they were trying to be nice, and they're like, "It's not that bad." It's because I made so for you chefs out there, if you've ever made a roux,
Mm.
if you don't balance out the flour and the butter and
Mhm.
the different elements, you get
It'll
it
either
too
be
liquidy. I
chunky or runny.
I
Yeah.
broke it. I
Mm,
thought I curdled the milk. No, I broke the roux, and it got chunky, and
mm.
it made me gag in my throat. Like, I was just like, "This looks like curdled milk. This is disgusting." And I still
Oh,
served it because guess what? It was the only option. I made a gravy, and it
going to
was our only
McDonald's, boy.
gravy. Yeah, I probably should have, but I'd already worked so hard, and I thought I was doing so well, and then it broke my last 5 minutes. I was
Mm.
like, "Oh, no, what happened?" And then I Googled it, and I was like, "Yep, I broke the roux." So, it's because I didn't use enough butter. You need to have enough butter for it to bind.
I was about to say, is there any way to,
Um,
like, fix that after you break it, or is it just
no, once it's broken,
yeah.
you're you're breed. You're not Gouda, you're
Very
batted.
it's
Batted.
very not Gouda.
Very not Gouda. And then, what was I gonna say? The other thing. Oh, well, then the opposite thing happened yesterday. I made the food, I served it. We were sitting there, and Mindy's like, "This is really good. I think you should make this from now on." I'm like, "Wait a second. That's not how it works." Why can't we make stuff? Like, it's just like whoever's feeling it that night
She
or,
pulled the
you
Uno
know,
reverse card on you.
like
It's like,
yeah, she's, like, trying to be like, "This is your meal to make now." I'm like, "I don't think we should make it like that."
what is it?
We
What was it?
it's, so in we this is our dish called West Virginia teriyaki,
Mm,
no, West Virginia West Virginia Asian salad, and in West Virginia, it's very common to have a salad with a meat, like steak, and then
mhm.
french fries on top. That might be a thing too in your neck of the woods,
I've
but
never heard of that.
you never heard of that?
I
It's
am
magical.
intrigued.
Oh, dude, you haven't lived till you've had a
Instead of
steak
meat
salad
and
with
fries.
french fries on top of it. Yeah, on top of a salad. Like, you just feel like you're eating healthy, and yet you know you're not, and it tastes so good. Uh, so I made an Asian slaw. It's vinegar based, like a
Mhm.
sweet slaw. And then, I made some teriyaki pork and then, french fries on top. So
Nice.
that's what we had. It was tasty. Well, it did help that I doubled the recipe of the teriyaki glaze. So it was like,
Yeah,
it packed a punch.
it
And
had a good
and
punch.
I marinated the crap out of that. Like, I put it in the fridge while I did some other stuff, and just the pork just soaked in all the good stuff. And so then when oh man, I already had dinner and I'm salivating talking about it. Yeah, so that was a meal that Mindy's like, I think you should make this from now on. I'm like, I think we should be a team, and we work together.
No.
So that's what we did tonight. We worked together tonight. We were a team.
Cool.
We made dinner together. So anyways, but yeah, so that's real life. Sick wife, making meals.
Cool.
This is I'm at we're at the end of the last full week of school, and I couldn't be more ready for school to be over for this
Yeah.
semester. I'm just like, stick a fork in me. I'm done. I want to go on vacation. I want to do nothing.
Has it just been like, has it been more work than normal, or has it just been
it's not that it's been more work. It's just you just reach a point where you're like, I'm done. There's nothing else I want to teach these kids. I'm over them. They're over me. We need to move on to the next batch of children. Like,
that's fair.
You get finished.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't help that this year we tried a new curriculum for the Bible. And when you're partway through and you realize it's like really bad curriculum, and you're just like, I've got to just light a match on this baby and make up my own stuff. And it's just not fun to make up your own stuff. Not when it's kind of like they have this phrase in Portuguese, and I can't remember even how it goes in Portuguese, but it's to the effect of changing a tire while it's driving down the road. Like, that's what it feels
yeah,
like.
I know. Yeah.
You're just like pulling out a tire, you're driving down the road, and you're like, I still got 3 tires working, and you put that other tire in, and then another one blows out. And that's what it felt like with this curriculum this year. Like, I was just constantly changing tires while speeding down the highway, garbage truck on fire. Like,
oh yeah, you were full GMG in it.
I was GMG in it in Bible class. I was like, here we go, guys. I agreed to this curriculum, and I regret it.
Did it seem like it was going to be good curriculum? Like,
it seemed like it had really good potential, but pretty much how it is the guy that made it, he made it so that he understands the curriculum. But when you read it, if you don't know where he's going till you're at the end of the curriculum, then you're like, you should have told me this at the beginning. But instead of like breaking things down and using like proper headings and giving like little summaries, it's just like a huge text that you have to read the whole text in order to understand how to teach it.
Oh.
And so you got to work like really far ahead. And that's just not how I roll. Like, I can, at the most, I can do a week, 2 weeks ahead. I can't do the whole curriculum and then go back and start over. Like,
can I get the spark notes of your curriculum, please?
That's right. I mean, there's at one point, it's like halfway through the second semester, he explains things, and I'm like, now I understand what I was supposed to be teaching the first semester. I didn't get that. Now I do. If only I could go back in time, but I can't.
Nope,
so we did that. We got new curriculum. Yeah. And trust me, they knew it. They were like, what are you teaching us? I'm like, I'm just trying to teach you the Bible. And this guy's like making up words and phrases that it's cute, but it's not going to get it done.
Peyton Jones here.
Oh, gosh. Don't get me started on Peyton.
Yo,
hello, everyone. Right, I'm Peyton Jones. This is my normal talking voice. Are we switching over to Eagle?
No, I got Bernice to join our latest.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Welcome, Bernice.
She said that Peyton sounds completely normal to her, and she doesn't think it's weird at all.
Bernice, come on. You don't talk to a single human being that talks like him. Hello, Bernice. How are you today? I'm so excited to talk about life. How are your kids? How is your picture taking of the children? Is it Kodak moments or not? Ha ha ha. Anyway.
I can't wait for her to hear that.
Yeah, I know, right? Nobody talks like him for a reason.
No.
Even, I mean, come on, man. We talked about it last week. I'll talk about it again.
But like, it was just like,
she needs to listen to can she listen to the round tables? Like, did she listen to them yet?
No, I should go back and let her hear some of the round tables.
Yeah, she needs to hear some round. Did she join us where we are now? Like in the
Tim, wait a minute. Tim said
Bernice is a better person than us. You're not wrong, Tim. You're not wrong. Thank you, Tim, for stating the obvious.
Tim said he is awful.
He is awful. He's the only one I don't like to listen to. I'm just like, now we have 2 whole books of him.
Yep.
God have mercy on us. He is.
Nah,
it's gonna be good.
He's okay. I'm
fine.
getting used to it. It's fine. He's just got his own way.
I'm tolerating because he's talking about Jesus, and I love Jesus. So we love Jesus together.
Yep. Love him. Love him.
Love him.
Brothers in Christ.
That's right. Amen.
Yeah, I don't really have a ton in real life.
No.
So besides this past week I was on call, I'm finally off call.
Yay.
Which I didn't get that many, but like just this past week at work was just
it's pretty chill.
It was basically either just me at work or me and one other guy, because my other tech, he went out for surgery. He's supposed to be coming back tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm out because I was supposed to be volunteering at my kids' field day, which was supposed to be today.
Field day. Do you not love field day? Do you remember field day when you were a kid?
I loved field day when I was a kid.
I love field day too. Now, was your field day like for real? Like you did like track and field stuff and throwing stuff, or was it like the weak sauce stuff they do now, like balloon toss, run the egg on the spoon? Like that's
they absolutely did. For the past 2 years at my kid's school, I've been then
I know
the egg the egg.
Have you?
Thing.
Man, we used to do such cooler stuff. Like I felt like when we were kids,
I do get to do usually after the it's I think for the first part of the day it's like K through 2nd grade, and they do the egg thing. But then 3rd through 5th grade, the older kids, 3rd grade through 5th grade, they get to do tug of war, and I usually get to do tug of war.
Legit, yeah, of course.
They still do like the sack race, like the jumping in the sack.
Yeah, you always have those. They gotta. I remember doing those too. The sack race.
There's some like water games that they do now, but yeah, no, it's nothing like what we used to do. Like I remember like the parachute, the big parachute that she used to.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I think it was just fun.
Yeah, I don't even know that was a competition. It was just
and the little butt scooters that we used to ride around on. Do you remember those? We used to have those. I don't know what those were for too. I think that was just
what's
for
a
fun.
Butt scooter?
It's like literally like
scooting on your butt.
I guess it's like a furniture mover. Like if you've seen like the furniture movers that have the 4 wheels on the bottom.
Okay. And
think
then what
that.
do you do?
But
you
then just
ride
sit
it
on that and you ride it. Yeah.
That sounds like some redneck stuff right there. Like
I mean, it was Randolph.
Anybody got some furniture movers?
I didn't do it in West Virginia. To be honest.
Throw some kids on that.
Yeah, the games that they do now, yeah, they're not really anything like.
You're like back when I was a kid, we did knife fights. Like,
we definitely. I remember having kickball as like one of the field day things that we did.
Yep.
And
for sure. 100%.
I still remember the way that ball smells, and I still remember the way that ball feels.
No, and the sound, the sound it makes when you kick it just right. I need to. You know what? That reminds me. One of these times I sub for phys ed, PE gym class. I'm totally going to teach the kids to play kickball.
Yes,
because the fun of kickball, forget kicking the ball. The fun of kickball is getting the ball and then wailing it on someone when they're running to a base. Like
you should just teach them knockout.
Well, they play dodgeball, but there's something about a person focusing so much on trying to run to a base that they don't see the ball coming at them. Like dodgeball, the kids are always on defense. They're always ready. But when you have to like split your attention and you're like, I got to get to second base, and they don't see that dude just wind up and just whack them with the ball.
Do y'all use that same ball for dodgeball?
No, they're smaller and they're just not as cool as the The old
So we
kickball dodgeball.
were using the regular like kickball, but then I can't remember what grade it switched. I want to say it was like 6th grade. They switched over to like this foam, I guess a
Oh
foam
yeah,
ball.
baby ball.
Yeah, like when we threw it, it's super easy to catch and like it doesn't really
Yeah,
hurt.
it's like
We figured out a way to make it hurt because you squeeze
would you
all the
soak it
air
in
out of
water?
it, and then you chuck
Oh, squeeze the air out and then chuck it before it gets the air back in.
Yep.
Nice.
and you can make
I
it
like
go
that.
way faster. We made
Oh
kids'
yeah,
noses bleed. Like it was like,
nice.
good times. So we figured out a way to make it more dangerous. Yeah.
There you go. I mean,
But yeah, no, like I don't think that my kids' school they do like stations. So like you get like
yeah,
I want to say like 5 minutes at each station, and then you move on to the next thing. So it's
yeah.
very.
The last field day that our school did, they did stations, and it was fine. It's just I don't know.
I think it's just
It's
more
good
fun
to
if you
go
just
with
like
it.
set up the stations, like some fun games like we used to do, and just like let the kids go be kids. But I
Yeah,
guess they have this is like, school structured. So, but there's times where they have like their like Falcon Fest is what it's called, where they like put big inflatables out there, like the obstacle courses,
oh
and
right,
kids just get to run around and do whatever they want. And that
be
seems
crazy.
like way more fun for the kids than it does for
Yeah,
like their
definitely.
field day. But
Yeah,
anyway, their field day was
absolutely.
supposed to be today. It rained literally all day. It is currently raining right now. So they were like, we're moving it again. So it was
Delayed.
supposed to be, God, I think the field day was like scheduled for the end of last month. Yeah.
Oh my,
May 28th
that's
was
no
when I was
way.
originally
Yeah.
supposed to do it.
Oh okay. Yeah.
It rained then. So they were like, all right, we're going to push it to. No, wait. It was supposed to be May 22nd. Supposed to be May 22nd. They were like, we're
2
going to
weeks
push it
ago.
2 weeks. So they said, it'll be June 5th. And I was like, okay. But I had to like, because I'm volunteering to go out there and run the stations, I have to like, fill out all my, I'm not a, I don't touch kids and stuff. So like, I had to
Yeah.
do all that, and I also have to like submit a request for my work because it's a volunteer day. So I had to like change my
Mm.
volunteer day, and then I get that text yesterday from Bernice. She's like, they switched it again to Friday. I was like, I'm so sick and tired of this. So I texted the
Yeah.
teacher. I was like, dude, you are killing me. I have to submit time requests for this, and I've changed it 3 times now. Stop it.
This is the last time, buddy.
Yeah. He's like, I know it's not my fault. I was like, I know it's not your fault, but stop.
But stop. Stop being like this.
But they kept
Quit
saying,
wussing out. We're playing in the rain.
they keep saying like, basically like they can't do it in the rain. That's what Wake County is saying. Like our county that we live in, they
Yeah.
will not let them do it in the rain because it's just not safe for them apparently. Which
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure we went outside in the rain for recess. Like,
Yeah.
it'd have to
100%.
be like thunderstorm for us not to go outside.
Yeah.
Like
That's the
if
only
it's
time
just
I remember
raining,
being
they're
forced
like, who still wants to go outside in
inside.
the rain? We'll go.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ball gets slippery then and you can't catch it as much as you want.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly.
So yeah.
It's like
Field
easy
day
runs.
moved to
for
tomorrow,
scuba.
so I'll be doing that.
All right.
This past Sunday we went to a graduation party for a couple of the kids that are in our like church small group.
Yeah.
They graduated from high school. They are entering adulthood, so we had a little
Yeah.
celebration for them.
Nice.
Um,
Yep. We're entering that season as well.
yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
That was it. We already laughed about it, but on a serious note, in God life,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still cruise controlling through life like a warm fondue pot, smooth, mellow, and Stilton strong. Is Stilton a cheese?
Sure.
It is today, buddy.
That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with. But no, just
rolling.
been plugging along. I did, like you guys said, you were starting Monday with the next journey, and on Sunday I listened to like 3 or 4 of them just to get ahead.
I'm sure you did.
usually
I know
like
you
my
did. Bernice asked, she was like, "Do I just listen to these like one a day?" I was like, "I mean, if you feel like reading more than one a day, I guarantee you, Lucas and Pat are 100% at some point going to jump 15 days ahead, and you're not going to know
Oh
it."
yeah, it's
Even
true.
me,
You'll be like,
I'm
"How
like
is someone
jumping ahead.
commenting? How is someone commenting 30 days ahead already?" We just work in bursts. That's just how it works.
Hey, it like when you get in the word and it gets stirring, and you know,
Yeah,
just let it
it's
flow.
true. It's true. So, but it's just been slow and steady, just the little bit every day. I'm liking the last dozen days in my machine reading plan, which I started a year and a half ago. I've kind of
Yes. How
I
was
did
that one?
so many different. I've done so many different plans.
I haven't done that one yet. I need to
It delayed that one a lot. So it's really good. It's one of my favorites because it generally does an Old Testament, New Testament, Psalm, Proverb, like something in the middle. Because there's so many prophets, it usually comes down to doing like a narrative Old Testament, a prophet Old Testament, a gospel New Testament epistle. Usually it's like 2 Old Testament, 2 New Testament. But I love when it seems random, but it matches up. Like it's so cool. Yeah. It reminds me of like a post I saw the other day of a Muslim guy who converted to Christianity. And he said, "Guys, I tell you what, one of the greatest proofs of the Bible is that it was written over a course of 1,500 years by 40 or more authors, and everything they wrote just matches up across culture, across language. There's nothing else like it that does that." Like he talks about the Quran, and he's like, the Quran was written by one guy that, you can't trust anything that's written just by one person.
Right.
Like in terms of like basing your whole faith and your whole future and your whole eternity off just one person's thoughts and ideas, whereas the Bible is 40 people's thoughts, and there's extra biblical stuff that matches, and that's incredible that it might not be in the scriptures officially, but it's still really good. And just, I don't know, it was just incredible to think about how it just is Jesus's teachings, and following him just breaks down cultural and every barrier you can think of. It breaks it down. So there is no man, no woman, no Gentile, Jew, Gen Alpha, Boomer. All are one in Christ. And so, but man, just still plugging along.
Yep, me too.
You know what I mean?
Along.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
that's all that's all. Well, that's our slice of life.
Yeah.
How about you? If you'd like to share what's new in your neck of the cheese wheel, then it's time for some quick housekeeping, where we offer you freshly fluffed pillows topped with a slice of Asiago and Andes candies.
No, let's not put those two together. Just
take out the Andes candies,
right?
just slice of Asiago, which is weird to put on a pillow, but whatever. And give you, and we're going to give you the inside scoop of ricotta on how to connect with the GMGU. Who wants a scoop of ricotta?
Yeah,
you can find us on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and Instagram. Come share the cheesiest life updates like our friends on Discord do daily.
Which they did not. Like I posted this yesterday.
Yeah, you posted too early, man.
I gave them like plenty of time. I was trying to give plenty of time.
You got to give them urgency. You got to be like, we're recording in 30 minutes. Boom.
Yeah, and then you asked everyone to Give
I'm
us
like, come on,
any
everyone.
Quinny question.
We will answer we
Quinny
will answer
question.
Quinny question. Anything. So
Anything.
buckle up, everybody. Patrick, you better have your answers for next week. So
Yep.
I'm asking these questions now, but your homework is to answer these questions next week. And I'm not even going to ask you. You're just going to bring it up on your own. That's your homework if you're listening, and I know you are. All right, we're going to start with Rogue Hoffa. He said, which is your favorite Bible book? Are you serious, man? You're going to
That's
give me
hard.
that question first? That's like picking my favorite child.
I was about to say, first one that comes to mind. Let's
All
do
right, let's
that.
hear it.
What's the first one that comes to
First one
mind
comes
for
to
you?
mind. Romans.
Yeah,
Love
that's the one I
Romans.
was gonna say too.
Is it?
Yeah,
Look at that. We're Romans bros.
Romans, man.
Dude, Romans is so good.
Romans is good.
So good.
Second would
What's
probably
your
be
vote?
like Corinthians.
Just right after it.
I really like Corinthians
And
too.
Corinthians.
And Colossians.
Uh,
All the ones that Paul
the-
wrote. Paul did good.
all of Paul's letters. That's your favorite.
Yeah,
Um,
Paul's letters are.
I have to go with a gospel, and I think it used to be Luke, but John has taken over, I think, is my
John is
favorite
good.
gospel. John's so good, but Luke, I'm just partially because of my name, but
Mhm.
you know, just Luke is the most. I find Luke's to be the most well-rounded. But that is hard to pick even a favorite gospel. But
Yeah.
John, probably John. I love John's narrative, and he just has most of the unique stories that don't get covered in the other gospels.
Mhm.
All
Justin
right,
said Ephesians. Ephesians is a good one.
Ephesians. I mean, Ephesians is pretty much Ephesians and Colossians are like mini Romans.
Mm-hmm.
They both have elements of Romans in them, along with Galatians as well. But
Yeah.
I mean, it all comes back to Romans, though, if we're being
Yeah.
honest. But yeah, Ephesians is good. I love me some Ephesians. What about your dream? What would be your dream vacation?
To never come back.
To leave and never come back. Wow. My dad's been on vacation for 20 years.
Like, just go on vacation and then you don't have to come back to all the responsibility.
That's called death, Orion. That's
Well.
kind of dark. I'm going to go on the vacation of death. Try again. Let's
The
make
sweet
this one a
release
little
of
more
death.
realistic. The sweet release. Oh, man.
Well, you go first.
Okay. I have two ones. Two that come to mind. The first, I don't know that this isn't dream vacation, but this is dream place. I want to go to the Holy Land. Like that's just to walk the places that Jesus walked.
That was going to be my answer.
To see real life Bible places.
I don't know
And
if that's a dream vacation either, but like
that's not a dream
I
vacation.
would like to do. Yeah.
Yeah. But the dream vacation is probably like the Mediterranean which is close. Greece. I love the look of it and the water, and it would have the rich history as well. It just would be different. It would be more following Paul's.
Yeah. I think
what else you got?
Dream vacation for like family wise and stuff.
Oh no, I don't think that way.
Maybe Japan because they have.
Oh, you're serious? That's my third place one is Japan.
Yeah, I would say
that would be so cool.
I think that'd be pretty fun. And there's like Mario and anime and all the
things. It's like video games.
Like,
food,
my kids would have no shortage of things to do.
No,
I think that would be fun.
That would be super fun. Yeah. So there you go.
They wouldn't appreciate I would like to go see Rome and stuff, but
yeah, Rome is cool. Like
my kids wouldn't appreciate that stuff. Like they'd be like, "Why is that tower leaning? Like, why is everything broken? Like,
this is old."
Exactly.
I don't care about this, Dad. Where's the video games?
Exactly.
Yeah. Next up, which is your achievable dream? What's an achievable dream you have? That's a tough question, man. He saved the tough one for the last.
Right?
I mean, they're all good questions, but this one's like, oh my goodness, achievable dream.
I'm thinking. I'm like,
yeah. Maybe this is totally random. This has been in the back of my head, partially because I heard a teacher say this to a student, and he said every man should do three things in life, and I can only remember two of them. But one of them was have a child. Two, I don't remember the second one. The third was to write a book. So maybe an achievable dream is to write a book. I don't know if that's an achievable dream now that I say it out loud. I'm like, do I have it in me to write a book?
It ain't
But
gotta be long. It ain't gotta be a long
no, it
book.
doesn't. It doesn't have to be long. But I just think of like a dream. It's like to me, it's hard to say an achievable dream because to me, a dream sounds like, whoa, it's out there. Achievable.
Yeah, an achievable dream.
An achievable
I'm gonna have to
dream.
think about that some more. I don't got.
All right, you can come back to it.
I don't got anything for that right now. Like the thing that pops to my head first is like just raising my kids.
Your kids surviving you.
Yeah, my kids surviving.
My dream is my kids flying off to university, college.
Yeah, doing something like something with my kids. Just seeing my kids.
That's a good one.
Seeing my kids grow up and knowing that I did a decent job. Justin said, write a 5-page book.
Ooh, 5-page book. Let's go. I'm going to write the best 5-page book you ever read. Thank you, Justin. You inspired me. I feel it's very achievable now. Rogue Hoffa said, hope this helps, guys, and hope you had a great week. Really busy on my side, and I didn't have much time to read the Bible this week. It is being tough to get back on track. I understand, man. That happens sometimes. I've been like I said, cruise controlling, so I feel you. Just one day at a time. Just find that time, and you'll get your groove.
Did you read your psalm today?
I did.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what it was about, but I read it very early in the morning, and sometimes when I read early, I forget.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. It was
and now I'm at the point where I keep having to go. I think it's 131.
It's either 131 or 132.
I keep having to like count back from 120. So I'm like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, I keep forgetting which one I'm on.
It was 131.
Yeah, 131 because tomorrow's 32, 33, and we end with 34 on Pentecost Sunday.
So this one was like, because I'm reading the ESV version. It says, I have calmed and quieted my soul.
Yes, that was a good one. Listen, I'm got to tell you.
Why does the CSB Bible, sorry, I'm going to rant for a second. Why does the CSB Bible not have the Psalms on the YouVersion app?
What do you mean?
Like when I click,
they don't have it, or they don't have the audio.
They don't have it. Like period. The chapter is not available in this version. Like none of the Psalms are showing up for the CSB. I don't know if it's like a glitch.
I love the CSB.
Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know, but like none of the Psalms show up for me.
Update, fine. I don't care. Stop updating.
Oh yeah, one of your things just updated too. Mine did too.
Yeah,
I think it was the
NASB. I think it actually goes to HCSB. Oh no, it doesn't. No, I have CSB. Your Bible is broken.
It must be.
But you know what? I don't think it's every psalm. I think there are some psalms. I think you're right because I remember opening a psalm and it saying it's not.
For me, it seems like the majority of them, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah, these Song of Ascents are in CSB, so I don't know. Your Bible's
just broken. That's fine.
You got a broken Bible.
I default to the ESV version anyway.
I have to say that since we've been reading through the Songs of Ascent, there it happened. It said this chapter is not available.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's just been matching up with my walk lately. Like each consecutive psalm, especially the late 120s, the mid to late 120s, and leading into 131. Like, wait, it was the 131. Yeah, I have calmed and quieted my soul. Yeah, the whole thing. Those psalms, the last week of psalms, just like matched up with where my brain and heart and everything is really good. And I think that's just always so cool when it matches up with where your head and heart are. You just feel seen,
Yeah.
heard, and that.
I highlighted actually. I don't remember when I did that, but I have the last verse of the psalm highlighted. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time forth and forevermore.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I don't remember when I did that, but I guess it was just a reminder
did it.
to myself.
I have calmed and quieted my soul.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's just it's good. So I don't want to cheat and get ahead. But yeah, man, it's good stuff. And don't give up, Hoffa. Just
Yeah, man.
just take it one day at a time. Even if you're like, I don't have time to do the whole thing, just do a chapter.
Yep.
Just do it in bits and pieces. It's not
What
about
is that saying? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time?
one bite at
Yeah.
a time. I don't know of anybody that's actually tried to eat elephant, but that's wisdom right there. One bite at a time. He said gaming side, new Switch today. Got that
Yep.
Switch too. Look at him. It was fun because it is the first console my kid is old enough to enjoy. So we play a bit, and it was awesome seeing his excitement. Yeah,
Good.
that's magical. Very magical. All right. Prices J Cuz, not Princess J Cuz. Look at that. Do you like that? J Cuz, I said it right.
He read it right.
Yep. He said, what's the opposite of blue? That's easy. Orange.
I was gonna say red.
Red, no. No.
When I think of that, I think video game wise, and it's usually like one controller is blue,
yeah.
one controller is
Red
red,
versus blue.
or red versus blue. Like that's
Yeah.
my default. That's what
All right. Now I want to know, what is the opposite of blue?
Are you googling it right
I'm going to Google it. What is the opposite of blue? Like, does every color have an opposite?
I would think it would because opposite ends of the color spectrum.
Opposite. What color is considered? This is Quora. I don't know how official this is. Blue and orange are complementary.
They're complementary, but does that mean
That
that they're opposite?
doesn't mean anything. Oh, it's it's kind of like a. So I have this color wheel here.
Uh-huh.
This color wheel here. Like there's the color wheel,
Uh-huh.
and the opposite of blue is like a light orange.
Huh.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
orange. Look at that. I'm an artiste and I didn't even know it. So there you
Good for
go.
you. Well, I'm glad you knew that.
All right. Now here's a slightly related. No, this isn't related whatsoever. If your kid was ugly, would you tell them? That is a very tough question, because
Yes.
one, yes, no, but if your kid is ugly, it's your fault. Like
It is my fault, but I would tell them like, "Hey, man, look,
Hey, I did
you
that.
ugly. We ain't got a lot to work with."
Yeah, you're working with what you got.
God don't make no mistakes, but he might have.
I would probably find a way to, like, especially if they thought they were all that in a bag of chips. Like, I'd find a way to humble them. But if they're really down on their looks, I would go the opposite direction. Like,
Yeah.
I pretty much am going to compensate. So, I would try to be honest, but in a very, in a very compensating sort of way. So
It's
if
that
they're really
balance
down
of
on
keeping
themselves,
humble and haughty, like
Yeah,
finding the medium.
you got a haughty kid, you got to humble them down,
Mhm.
and vice versa. So, but I would find a way. I wouldn't hide the truth. I wouldn't be like, everybody's beautiful. All babies are beautiful. You're beautiful. No,
Nah, there are some ugly babies, y'all. There's
wrinkly, ugly looking babies.
Now I will say, of most of the, I'll say a good 90% of the pictures that my wife has taken of of infants, most of those kids, they look all right. They're every now and then.
It's because the parents with the ugly babies, they're not paying money to have someone break
I don't want to
camera.
remember these
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah, I don't
I
want
don't want to remember the memory that I forgot.
Let him grow into his nose first, okay?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. Now Priceless Jacobs has more questions, apparently.
Yes, he does.
What's your honest thoughts on Black Ryan, Mr. Pastor Coach Ham? I think he's an outstanding citizen to society. Then he does like a little smirk.
Yeah.
My honest opinion. Good gracious, that's like the most open-ended question.
It's fine.
I think he's a nice young man.
Oh, he called me young man.
Yeah, you are a young man.
I'm not that much younger.
I think he has a beautiful voice. I love to listen to him sing.
Yeah, it's just been hard to find the songs and the
Sometimes he annoys me when he says he doesn't have really much going on in his life, and then he goes on for
multiple
20
minutes.
minutes about
Yeah.
all this stuff. I'm just like, you had stuff. Quit saying you don't have stuff when you got stuff.
Fair.
But he knows because I already give him a hard time about it.
Yep.
He's recovered from Destiny 2, so I'm really proud of him. So that's my honest
Bruh,
opinion.
I've
I'm really
been
proud.
looking at
I'm really
I've been
proud that
looking at
he's moved
Destiny
on.
stuff too.
Dang it. I just
Nope.
pumped you up
No,
and
no,
you
no,
had
no,
to
no.
go
Let
and
me finish.
Oh, okay. I'll let you go.
I think I am like days away from uninstalling the game.
What? Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
a big moment. Uninstalling.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the grind, man. Like they're redoing the grind more. Basically,
Ugh,
everything that I
leaning
grinded
into the
for is
grind.
about to be useless. So I'm good. I'm just gonna not engage right now.
You've just totally you're gonna unplug completely from Destiny.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I
be a
think so.
crazy moment, man. When's the last time you didn't have Destiny on your console or on something loaded?
Since it came out.
Yeah, so you've had it there since it came out, and you're about
So
to
10, 11 years. Yeah.
man, what are you gonna do with all that extra space on your
Not it's honestly not that much space
Oh,
that it
really?
takes
Is it
up.
not?
It's
Alright.
not as big as dude. I installed and then quickly uninstalled Call of Duty because, good lord, it took up like 300 gigabytes of space.
Dang, 300 gigabytes? Oh,
I
I was
think
gonna
Destiny
mention
is
you
only like 70, like even as big as the game is.
I was gonna mention to you that I downloaded James wanted to start Fallen Order, and so I downloaded it, and it was like 60,
Dude,
70.
yeah,
We did the opening of
I
that.
think
That
I
game was
actually
so
might go
good.
back and play those games again.
Dude, so on top like, to add to that, I also downloaded Survivor because 'cause I've already done Jedi
Mm,
Fallen Order, but I wanted to play Survivor, um, and it's 150 gigs. Like,
is
it's
it?
double the gigs. It's double the gigs of the first game. I was
Dude,
like, "What the
I
heck?"
didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah. It's
That's what she
huge.
said. Doo-doo-tch.
That is what she said. So yeah. All right. I gotta turn he didn't ask the question, but I'm gonna turn on you. What's your honest opinion of Mr. Pastor Coach Ham?
My honest opinion of Mr. Pastor Coach Ham. I uh am not just saying this because you are here. I genuinely think you are like one of the most interesting
Hope
and
that's
coolest
interesting
people.
in a good way.
Like, yes, it is. It like, dude, your heart for God. Like, you told God like where you want me, and He sent you to Brazil, and you were like, cool, let's go. And you've
Let's
been
do this.
there, and you've been doing the thing. So I admire that a lot. Yeah, man. I think Mr. Pastor
Okay.
Coach Ham is a good guy. He's a great guy, and great dad. Um, good role model too. I look up to you, even though you're not way older than me, but
A
you've been
little
in the
bit.
game a little bit longer.
A little
Like,
bit longer.
so, like I like to look up to you
All right.
as a father to something to aspire to. So I think he's a
Yeah.
good guy. And
I
he is,
appreciate that.
yes, he is an outstanding citizen to society,
Yeah.
except for
We
when
both
he
are.
goes to Krispy Kreme and punches kids in the back because they're in the way.
What do we talked about that off air. You were not supposed to bring that up,
Get out of the way,
Ryan.
kid.
Ryan Isley. How dare you, sir, bring up my
Uh,
secrets. Yeah. Cool. I appreciate it. Yes. All right. Enough about each other.
Yep.
Let's talk about what the real Nissan Al Gaib has to say or ask. He said, "What are your top 3 greatest games of all time, and why is one of them Kingdom Hearts 2?"
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 is really good, so it might actually be up there.
Yeah, would you put it up there? I'm trying to remember what you said because you're the most recent person to say the
What
greatest
was my
games of all
list?
time.
I could look on my phone.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time I updated my list, but I'm pretty sure 2 of my games I just talked about today, Hades and Dead Cells.
Oh yeah. Mine's
Yeah,
definitely like. I mean, no, it's not on here. It's not on this list at all. I forgot. It's just that game was great, but like then I tried to play Kingdom Hearts 3 like I played Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was like,
it didn't
why
work.
did I like this? Why are there so many cutscenes? Why am I not getting into any combat ever? Why is there
Oh,
so
yeah, I
many
remember you talking
cutscenes?
about I remember people talking about that. I only
Dude,
played
I don't
Kingdom
think I
Hearts
got out of the
1.
first world because there were that many cutscenes.
Wow. We didn't actually get into Kingdom Hearts 2. We've talked about it, me and my kids, because we played Kingdom Hearts 1, and I have a little bit of PTSD from Kingdom Hearts 1 and the final boss with its 15 stages and no save points.
Which one was the
But,
final boss of 2?
it
Or of
was the
1?
silver-haired guy. It was a silver-haired guy that had, like, multiple forms and phases, and
Yes.
it
But that was
ran
the end of 2 as well, right?
I don't know. I didn't play 2.
I
Sorry.
think that was the end of 2 as well.
Sorry that there, Nissan Al-Gaib, to disappoint you. My top 3, number 1, it's Hades. Number 2, I have God of War Ragnarok. That was a
I
stellar
haven't
game.
played God of War yet. I haven't
Yeah,
played
you need to
Ragnarok yet. I did buy it.
get on that. You did. I remember
I
you
bought
saying
it.
that.
It's loaded.
Now that
I just
you're
haven't
you're loaded,
played it
you
yet.
need to play it. Dead
I've still
Cells
been
is number
playing Horizon.
3, but a close 4 is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I still need to play Rebirth or Afterbirth or whatever it's called.
Afterbirth. You know the
Yeah,
name.
Afterbirth. I know the name. I gotta play that. I gotta return to that because
Yeah.
actually, I'm gonna replay Final Fantasy VII Remake because I never played the PS5 updated version, and it's just wondrous. I love that game. So, what are your top 3?
My top 3, they're just bleh. Risk of Rain 2 is in here. As one of them.
Oh yeah,
Top 3 is Destiny 2, Risk of Rain 2, and Horizon Zero Dawn. I would probably kick Risk of Rain 2 out, and actually, I'd probably say Destiny 2, Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, and then Horizon.
Oh yeah. That's
Maybe throw Kingdom Hearts 2 in there as like number 4 or 5.
Just as a shout out.
It is good. I did forget about that game. Like,
I believe you. I believe you guys.
I also had
Admit someday.
PTSD at the end. I want to say it was that game because I didn't
Did you
realize
play-
that I could control both of the characters to block like the final attack. And I was
The things you learn after the fact. It's too late.
Yeah.
Did you play Risk of Rain 1, which was totally different than Risk of Rain 2?
No, I did not. I keep seeing
I've only played 1.
there's
and
like
I
a
haven't played-
there's a what is it? Is it Return to Risk of Rain? I think is what this called.
Oh, is it?
Where they like revamped it. So it's
really?
kind of like
I kind of want to try Risk of Rain 2. I actually own it
you
on
definitely
PlayStation.
should. If
I
you
should
play it,
download that.
I don't know if it has crossplay.
What do you own it on?
I have it on Xbox.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna download it because
It's called Risk of Rain Returns. That's what it's a side scroller. The first one, right?
Yes, the first one is a side scroller.
Yeah. That's what Risk of Rain Returns looks like.
Isn't Risk of Rain 2 a roguelike?
Yes. Yep. So I guess was Risk of Rain
there's a free it was, but it was a side scrolling one, and this is like isn't this one a first person? Am I right?
It's third person.
Third person, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's 3D as opposed to side scrolling. And there's a free PS5 upgrade. Interesting. Okay, download the console.
Yep.
Do the button thing. Yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna put that on the list I'll just give it an hour. Maybe I'll update you next week if I feel so inspired.
Oh, that's a question for you. How long do you give a game?
Nowadays, dude, it's not very long.
Yeah.
I used to be like really loyal to playing through a game regardless, and I, that made life miserable sometimes because there's a few games that I played all the way through that I'm like, why? Why did I do this to myself? But I'd say an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. It depends.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's about how long do you give it?
Probably about the same, like 30 minutes to an hour. If I'm not jiving with it,
Doesn't
I'll
grab you.
just be like, yeah. Like
Did you
that's
ever
what I
beat
did with
Spider-Man?
I did. I beat Spider-Man.
Okay. Did you play Spider-Man 2 or Miles?
Yes.
Or are you gonna? Okay.
I
Did you play
loved
all
Miles.
3 of them?
I liked Miles more. I
I
don't
did
have a
too.
PS.
Oh, that's right. You have to have a PS5.
I have to have a PS5. Or I guess
Dude,
I technically could get it on Steam.
Miles is
I like
I
Miles
think Miles,
way more than
it's more compact, it's more concentrated. It yeah. It
I don't know.
improves upon the first
The
one.
story just hit way different for me
Yeah,
with Miles. I was like,
it's
dang,
true. And like
dang.
it made me care about a villain that I knew nothing
Right.
about. And what little I knew was just like big deal. But yeah, it was cool. Cool.
Oh, it is on
Uh
Steam. I
So
could
in the
technically buy
just so you know,
Spider-Man
in the
2 on
Discord,
yeah.
we do have a moment where the real Nissan Al Gaib and Priceless J-Cuz go back and forth.
Yes.
What's the real Nissan Al Gaib's actual height? Can you answer that? Because Al Gaib said that's rude, what he said. Because
uh
apparently he's really super tall
oh yes,
or
he's
super
incredibly
short.
super tall. No comment. I will say
Okay,
that he is a respectable height for
okay. A
him
short man.
for us Isleys.
Okay. And then he follows up with, why is Priceless J-Cuz terrible at Destiny 2 fashion? And why does he make it everyone else's problem? And then Priceless J-Cuz says, I have peak Titan fashion.
He does not.
No, does he mismatch everything? Like
Oh my god. His
he
yes.
looks like an Aldi's Titan.
He does. Yeah, all these.
Aldi's Titan. I got you covered, guys.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Sometimes he does. Like a lot of the time he tries to make it look like Patrick Star because there's certain armor pieces that you can get and
Yeah.
you can make him look like Patrick.
Al Gaib said, I shudder at the thought of what your Titan looks like these days.
Splig said
Yeah.
this.
Look at that.
US
You're
has
being a
Mexican food.
peacemaker. Trying to turn out of the skid. Okay,
Yeah,
continue.
no, it's fine.
Yes, US has Mexican food. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Italians up
Uh-huh.
there too. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Yeah, that's
UK
true.
has the Indian food. Yep.
Uh-huh.
What's Brazil got?
Let me tell you what Brazil's got. Brazil's got it all.
Yeah.
We got Italian food. We have oh shoot, I'm blanking. Oh, we have Japanese food galore. Sushi, like real sushi places. Super good.
Good sushi places.
Good sushi places. We got German restaurants. Pretty much all the Axis powers came here after World War II.
They're like, you need food.
And they brought all the good food when they came here. Like I don't know that I've been to seen an Indian place, but I'm sure it exists somewhere. We are like Brazil is the same as the US, just in the southern hemisphere. We are a melting pot. Like they've got all kinds of countries and cultures represented in Brazil. And yeah, and unlike the US now, our borders are still open. We still love people of all cultures and countries. So not to do a little backhanded comment towards the US. And I know it's
No,
not the majority of Americans.
it's fine. We
it's
deserve it.
the-
We deserve it every now and then.
so we're not
Both
not
our
there yet.
presidents are currently fighting right now on Twitter.
What? Of course. Why wouldn't they? So Rogue Hoffa spoke up. He said, I would assume it is Italian or Japanese, but I haven't been in Brazil for a long, long time. At least these are the influences on my parents, but I will let Lucas give the update. And you're right. Italian and Japanese are very popular.
Which one do you think is more popular?
Japanese.
Yeah.
The sushi restaurant, like they have these all you can eat, bring it to the table sushi restaurants that are like They're popping up more and more. They're amazing. But there's some quality Italian restaurants. I think it's in a city like 3 hours from here. Mindy and I went to maybe one of the best Italian restaurants we've ever been to. It blows Olive Garden out of the water.
It doesn't take much to blow Olive Garden.
I know. I just make that jab. I love Olive Garden, but it's like
when you're there, your family.
It's fast food. Yeah, your family. Like the breadsticks and salad is like a meme now. Like it's just like
it is.
Oh gosh, the salad and breadsticks. All right, time for a brain vacation, aka Aaron. He said, "Earl, I finally finished the online course I was taking. Let's go. The Excel master has arrived." That's what you. Yeah, not it.
I'm gonna cut it because it goes forever.
Extraordinary, like super verbose title.
Yeah,
we need that in our lives. I came out with it way more knowledgeable of Excel than I did, and hopefully that translates into a job soon. No luck so far. Patience.
All good.
Young Padawan.
Yep.
Also got some new headphones, or more specifically, earbuds. I actually already have 2 pairs of headphones, but they're actual cans, so not the most portable.
Very true.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I don't know why it pops up for me, but I guess I like tech stuff. Rode. This is for Aaron. Aaron. Rode just put out a new set of headphones, like the people that make the microphones that are really good. And they're like $100, and they're supposed to be like studio quality. Like,
wow.
So maybe you should look into those, even though they're not what you're looking for at all. Because you said
like
earbuds.
Yeah, you're just name dropping random headphones, but
they
it sounds like he likes headphones, so maybe he'll be interested.
Maybe he's already got some. I don't know.
Let's see. Iffle, trying to make up for lost time gaming this week since I'm done with my course. Debating doing another one, but I'm going to give my brain a break. Thus, brain vacation. Monster Hunter and Atelier have been my game choice. And then I play Madden 25 when I don't want to think too hard. Madden 26 dropped its trailer this week, so I'll be looking forward to that in August, where they upgraded the hip bone engine and the finger gun catching, shooting things. I'm just making that stuff, obviously.
Yeah. I was like, wait, none of those words are there.
Nope. Mildly enjoying everyone scrambling for Switch 2s. I mean, there's no surprise there. It's just this riding the wave of what the Switch did, and everybody's like, I gotta get it before it's gone.
J-Cuz did say that he was in. I talked with him on the phone this morning. He was in Target, and he said they were just there.
Yeah, that's what Mark got his. He said he got his at a Walmart in Small Town.
Yeah,
Small Town, Ohio, on the border of West Virginia.
I don't feel like people are really gonna jump on it. Like I thought you would have jumped on it, honestly. Because,
me?
Yeah, because you play Hades on. Like I feel like the best way to play Hades is handheld. I don't feel like it's
100%. Hades on the Switch is a dream. Like it's like playing the game new again. It's just beautiful.
And I thought that y'all played more games on the Switch than I thought. I guess
we do now, but it's not enough to be like, oh, we gotta get that Switch too. One, because just Nintendo's expensive.
Yes,
they are just
a little ridiculous.
In how they price stuff. I did talk to a student today. We were we were discussing our consoles, and they were very surprised to hear that I have all of them pretty much. And then the kid surprised me, and he's like, did you know I have a Wii U? And I'm like, seriously?
Wow,
you're one of like 3
Switch.
people I know. Yeah, you have the Switch before it was the Switch. Like
you have the OG Switch there. I think
100%.
They knew what they were doing when they did the Wii U, even though it wasn't as popular. But
dude, the price of all the used Wii U stuff is, I'm pretty sure it's more expensive, or at least just the same.
Yeah,
like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, so Aaron said, I'm going to wait a few months if I do get one. I think that's fair. There's no rush. Wait till they get a good library, and then you can just buy
that
it
too, man. Because Spending $500 just for Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, like,
Meh.
I can't. Like, if
sounds
I'm gonna
cool.
spend the $500,
want
I'm
it.
getting a PS5.
They want to ride the wave. Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I would
I'd
recommend
rather
if
buy
you're
a
going to spend
PS5.
$500, get a PS5 where you'll pretty much automatically have a library of
You will
games.
have so many games.
So many.
Ugh.
But he said he's going to wait because he can't find one. So
Yeah.
anywhere. It's a hot market in Baltimore. I
Apparently.
also got some great gaming news this week. They're doing a remake of Final Fantasy Tactics. That's a classic. I haven't played that one in forever, which is possibly my favorite game ever made and definitely the most influential as far as my taste in gaming now. I believe that was the State of Play event,
Ooh,
which
I
I
forgot
missed.
about State of Play.
I looked at an update just recently just to see what was dropped.
Is it time for E3? Oh,
It's beginning of June, man. Yeah. I mean, E3 is not a thing anymore, but it's
that's right.
Summer
It's
Game
not.
Fest.
Yeah, Summer Game
You
Fest.
sound like
When's
an
that?
old person asking, when's E3 happening?
Man, I liked E3 way more.
I did too. That was a golden age, man, of like
E3 was so
trailers and
good.
so good. And then it died.
That was a dream that I did have, to go to E3.
Oh,
And now I can't.
That's not a realistic.
That is not achievable dream.
That is not achievable dream. I think you can go to like the convention center where E3 used to be, and it's like
Yeah.
a ghost town place.
Wasn't it Vegas?
Was it? No,
they do it in
wasn't
Vegas?
I don't think so, but I don't know. I really
It might
don't
have been. It was probably California. That makes more
They know
sense
how to
be
party.
California.
He said, I missed it because I always miss those, but I generally got a little choked up when I saw the announcement and trailer. This game is that important to me. I'm actually bummed because I went looking for the collector's edition. I never buy those, and they're sold out already. No surprise there.
Wow.
I was seriously going to buy it, and I still might if I can find one. I hope you can, man. That's when you have a game that like connects with you emotionally like that. You gotta do whatever it takes, just like Captain America. Whatever it takes, get what you got to get. I do look forward. I will definitely play the remake of Tactics. I think I rented once the original Tactics on PS1, and as a kid, I just didn't. I mean, I don't know if I think I was a kid when it came out because it was a PS1 game. I just didn't get I didn't get into like the turn-based chess look. I liked my games to like look like it was, movie or like I don't know what to call it, but just like real life quality. Whereas Final Fantasy Tactics, they just had all these chubby little short characters on a like polygonal
Oh yeah, like the chibis
plane.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just didn't really, as a kid, I kind of judged it. I'll be honest. Now though, I feel like the strategy and everything that goes into it, I would love it. So I'll probably be playing the remake because they'll make it look pretty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Did you play Tactics at all? Or
I did
anything
not.
related to that? No?
The only thing I played was honestly the only Final Fantasy games that I played was 7, like OG 7,
Of course.
and 10.
Is that the laughter one? Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, with Titus.
That
That was
PS2. Yeah,
terrible.
Titus. Yeah, yeah. He's an idiot, but yes, that was a much better impersonation.
Awful voice.
Oh yeah, awful. I mean, you had to start somewhere. It was the beginning. All right. Hashtag GMG question E for UE number 1 E. Have any recent game announcements from State of Play or otherwise gotten your attention? Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z-esque
the one that he
Marvel
posted
Fighter
in the Discord.
games.
Yeah,
that
looked dope.
Like fire.
That looks
dope.
super dope. I would buy a PlayStation 5 just for that.
Just for that,
Just
dude. It
for
looks
that.
so fun. I love button mashy fighter.
It literally
games,
looks
and
like
if it's-
Capcom, Marvel versus Capcom, only minus Capcom, and let's make it a Dragon Ball fighter.
Yeah, it looked amazing, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't think I've ever heard the Marvel characters talk like they're in a Dragon Ball Z universe. There's like
Yeah.
like I hearing Spider-Man talk like that. I'm like, that's not his voice. And it's like,
Spider-
web slinging. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I hope they have the setting where you can play it in
they
the
got
original
to.
language.
They got to.
man. That would be so amazing. Turn up them speakers super loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that one got my attention.
Yeah, that one
Did
definitely
it?
did. I'm looking at
Have
the
you?
state of play, like stuff that they announced. They announced 5 new challenge levels for Astrobot that Marvel took on
I'm still
Fighting
working my
Souls.
way slowly, level by level. I'm working through that.
Okay.
It's super cool.
Uh,
I just got to a level where you slow down time with a VR helmet. It doesn't. The power and the equipment doesn't make any sense, but it's
right.
still fun. Like it's neat. But anyways,
Ghost of Yote announcement
yeah.
again.
Or Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Just
James
Yotima.
Bond game.
That
Frostlight.
trailer looked pretty good.
I'll
That
have to
looked
go back
fun.
and watch that one.
Yeah, you need to watch that trailer. It doesn't look like the most up-to-date graphics, but it just looks like a fun. It's like the beginning year or 2 or 3 of James Bond. So it's like he's really
Nice.
raw, he's really young, and it's got the iconic music, and it just looks like a fun game. So
007.
that's right. Bum,
Hi, Mark.
bum, 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 bum. Hello, Skidmark. How are you?
God.
Turn it into that skid. You missed it. So now
Oh,
you
you
got to
did miss it,
rewind
Mark.
earlier.
You're gonna hear it earlier, and you might like cut off our access to
Cut off our access
Streamlabs.
to everything. Yeah, it's
Sorry,
very
Mark.
possible. We don't blame you.
They announced
Always will.
their arcade fighting pad stick thing that's wireless.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
That
I
looks.
don't get really jazzed up about
I don't.
that
Yeah,
kind of
like
stuff,
if I
but
was like really into fighting
looks
games
fun.
like that, maybe sure. Oh,
Okay.
that's ultra low latency. The least amount of latency you're gonna get is if you hardwire something.
That is true. That is
Honestly,
true.
that's the. There's a Mortal Kombat collection. I'm intrigued and concerned. Is what Mark said.
As you should be.
Thief VR.
Yeah, I mean, that's an old game that I never
Yeah.
played, but I know people that liked it. And VR, I mean, robbing people in VR sounds fun.
Yeah, that might translate into robbing people in real life.
That's true.
Some
Maybe not a good idea. Be
some
careful. Be
Digimon
careful out there,
game.
people. Yeah.
And then the Final Fantasy Tactics that they announced.
Yep.
Bloodstained. I don't know what this one is.
No, I don't. I recognize the name, but not enough to say anything about it.
Pragmata, some other new game that kind of looks like it looks like some quadruple A studio graphics. They probably
All right.
aren't gonna. Romeo is Dead Man. Is a Dead Man?
Yeah. Isn't that
It's a game.
is that a movie or a show or a
I
Romeo's a
don't
Dead Man?
know.
I don't
I'll have
know.
to watch that trailer after this.
Yeah, yeah, it sounds like something I've heard before, but no, that one doesn't ring a bell either. Slightly related, #GMG question for UE2E. Are there any games that were in your life that don't just evoke nostalgia but have sentimental value for one reason or another? E.g., the video game that started it all, or the game you were heavily into when an important life event happened. I mean,
Maybe
I've talked about it before, so I don't have to belabor this, but Hades, I mean, in the game, you're visiting, Zagreus' mom, and I like automatically equated it to visiting my mom in heaven. So I just automatically connect those games, that game to real life. And it's like I'm visiting my mom every time I, play through the main story, which I've done 3-4 times now. And then Final Fantasy VII, like first RPG world and like drama induced game story that just sucked me in. And when a certain moment happened, like the death heard round the world in that game that I will not spoil, but it shocked me to my core. I thought the game I thought I glitched. I was like, this
that was
isn't
at the
real.
end of what disc?
I think it was the end of disc 2.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I remember trying for hours trying to undo what happened. I was like, there's got to be a way.
Phoenix down.
Yeah, there's got to be a way. Phoenix down, revive, materia, whatever. Dude, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, how dare you, game?
I think that's when I stopped.
that
I was
to
like,
me.
yeah, no, F this game.
That's fair. F for fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Games that like elicit a, I guess,
And a
sentimental value or have a
sentimental,
sentimental value for
emotional
me.
response. Yeah.
On it, like OG Crash Bandicoot and OG Spyro.
Ooh. Rage.
Mm-hmm.
Rage-induced sentimental
Rage,
value. Like, just like, "Argh!" Yeah, no,
absolute
Crash.
rage.
100% with Crash.
Punching my CRT TV
Yeah.
screen.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just anger like I've never
100%.
felt before.
Yep.
When it
And
doesn't
thankfully,
jump
those
the way I
TVs back in
thought.
the day, they could take it.
Oh
They could
yeah,
take
they
it.
could.
That
Now
wouldn't
you do
work
that
now.
nowadays. You're putting your hand through it.
Yeah, and you're dead meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And like, I guess important life event game. Honestly, that's kind of when I started playing Destiny. Was right after I had Kingston. And
oh yeah.
one of the first things I did after having him was do a raid. And I was holding him as a baby, like while playing the raid. What was it? Crota's End. Like, I don't know if that is why I just stuck with the game so much, or like
That makes
wanted
sense.
him to get up to the point. I honestly still like, now that he's older and he might understand the mechanics and stuff, if I can get my friends together and enough people together, I will absolutely go do Crota with him, and then that will be the
That'll be
send-off.
the like pinnacle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'll
Like
be
doing
this is
the
the game. This is what
doing the raid.
I did this with you, son. Like when you were literally an infant. So
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be magical to do
yeah,
that.
that would be the send-off moment, and I'd be like, all right,
Yep.
yeah, I'm done with the game.
Yeah.
That was with
true.
McMuffin. Yes, that was with McMuffin. Yeah, that was with McMuffin. And then Jordan's got a question, and then Mark has news. So
Yeah. It's a good thing, Mark, that we
I
that
was
we've been
stalling.
having
I
a
was
good
stalling
time.
because I saw you
Stalling
typing.
just because, yep.
Stalled
right.
it.
So go ahead and read Al Gaib's question.
The real Nissan Al-Gaib asked
Yep.
on a more serious note. How do
I
you
think it's
guys
a
motivate?
serious note.
Yeah, a serious,
On a serious note.
a serious, serious black. I don't know.
You had a stroke just now.
I did.
I'm like, that doesn't even sound like any of the words there.
On a more serious note, how do you guys motivate yourself to do something you don't want to do? Brute forcing it or another method? But yeah, brute forcing.
You're a brute forcer?
I just suck it up and just do it.
I can't, man. I can't brute force. And this question is well timed. This is well timed question because there for a while I told you guys how I was walking every morning and how I'm like, I'm going to walk the rest of my life every morning because it's an awesome way to start the day. And I kid you not, 2 weeks ago, for the past 2 weeks,
I was going to ask you how that walking was going.
Dude, I've been hard. I walk on the weekends when I don't have to like get ready for school, and when I have like the morning just chill, I walk no problem. I love to walk, but I want to walk it like I've been struggling to get up early to walk before school, and I don't know what it is, but I have not been able to brute force it. And so there's two things that I would say to this is one is get help. Like, and I'm not talking about the Thor Loki move, get help, but the like real, like, talk to someone about it, like confess or share your worries, pray, talk to God, talk to someone, like get support, like when you don't want to do something. Because I will tell you that the times that I've been able to walk in the morning, the few times during school week, or just like understanding that there's just seasons in life and you don't have to force it sometimes. Sometimes you do. Like, obviously you got to be an adult and you got to, like, I got to brute force my way to waking up and getting ready on time.
Yeah, I was about to say, if this is about work, you kind of need money, unfortunately, to survive.
Yeah. So you do have to brute force that.
You have to brute force that one.
But just like talk it out with someone, like just share. And I feel like sometimes when you say it out loud, you get a new perspective, you get a deeper understanding.
be able to
It
bounce
helps.
something off of someone else.
Yeah, you just bounce it off someone. And then I would say the other one is like try a different path. Like if there's something you don't want to do, how can you do it in a different way? Like for example, I mean I get home from work and I'm like dog tired. I know the same's for you. But there are times when I'm like I've walked at work, like I've done a prayer walk around the school. A few times that I've walked after school. Um, but find a different way to like do what you got to do. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and I know cats don't appreciate that, but that's just how it works sometimes. So get creative. And then I'd add a third thing, like sometimes you just wait on God, wait for Him to give you the motivation and the desire. Maybe He's trying to teach you something. Maybe He wants you to rely on others, whatever. So yeah, those are the three things that I would say how I try to motivate myself. I don't end up actually motivating myself. I rely on others to motivate me, whether it's God or friends, family, um, or yeah, just a new way. So yeah. All right. Podcaster emeritus. Ooh, Price's Jayca is getting more in there.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I have news. All right, let's hear it. Earl took a trip back to the old stomping grounds of Lynchburg, Virginia this past weekend. Nice. Friday, I went to a worship
You didn't say you were coming.
what? Oh gosh, here we go.
No,
How many hours away from him are you from Lynchburg?
from
3 or 4
Lynchburg,
hours,
like
right?
it's like 3 or 4. Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of far
I
away.
would have still
But
made the draft, but
But
I
you
was on
still would have
call.
done it.
But
I
I
know.
would
He's
have
still how many times has he done this to you? Like, I mean,
all
he
the
lived
time.
there, so most of his life. But yeah. On Friday, I went to a worship and technology conference at Liberty,
Liberty. Yep.
which was a lot of fun and very educational for ministry. Then I went to my nephew Jordan's wedding, which was beautiful as it was on a
Woo.
farm overlooking the mountains. Very nice. However, I now feel very old that my nephew is old enough to get married. That's fair.
Yeah.
Welcome. It only gets worse from here. And of course, we went to La Carreta with the family.
Woo.
That's right. The man with music in his heart, Doctor Who on his brain, and La Carreta in his old stomago has
Once
actually
more.
got it in his old stomago.
And
That's
then he
great to
died
hear.
again.
And then he's dead again. Iffle made a big boy purchase today and just walked in and bought a Switch 2. Sorry, we spoiled that earlier. Definitely an improvement over the OG, and Mario Kart World is fantastic so far. Also been playing a Metroidvania called Crypt Custodian about a cat that is sentenced to an eternity of cleaning up the bad part of the afterlife. Wow, that sounds like when you used to work at Liberty, Mark. I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoy it, though, because you don't actually have to deal with the bad part of the afterlife.
Yeah.
He said it's fun, and it's now on Game Pass, so y'all
Cool.
can check it out. I mean, we could
That
all
might
check it
be
out.
the only reason that I would get a Switch, but even still, like for Game Pass going to Switch, if Xbox ends up doing something with
That would be crazy if they send it to Switch and PlayStation.
But then Xbox is also making their own handheld, and like you can put Windows on like all the other things like that.
Yeah.
What is it? The Ally ROG or ROG Ally, whatever. And
You're speaking.
all of
you're
those.
speaking PC Master Race stuff. I don't know those words. Those words are not in my vocabulary.
Yeah. They're still too rich for my blood anyway.
Mm-hmm. Then he ended with Iggle, more TT dubs with Journey 7. Let's go. Woohoo. Just had Christmas with the Book of Matthew. LOL. Yeah, that was kind of funny. Starting out with Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like, what month is it? Yep. Christmas in June. Why not?
Bernice did say, she was like, I get so tired of reading the genealogy things. I was like, well, that's most of the Bible.
That's not most of the Bible is not genealogy. Get out of here.
It feels like it when you're in a slog, and it feels
when you're in Chronicles, when you're in like man, First Chronicles 6. That's like now if people ask me what's your least favorite chapter of the Bible, First Chronicles 6 is it. Like
that's just names, man. It's just names.
It's just names. It doesn't
and
stop.
This person came back.
Keeps
like
going.
I feel like Is it Nehemiah or is it Ezra? I feel like Ezra's got a couple of books like or maybe like the first part of the first chapter.
You might be right with Ezra.
Where all the people are coming back. Like this is the number of the people that went to and Numbers. Numbers is still rough. The first few books of Numbers is still rough.
I think the roughness. I shouldn't have said it like that. I think the difficulty of Numbers is overrated. It's overrated. Like Numbers is peppered with quite a few narratives that are integral to just the Bible story. So, but I get you. There are some Numbers parts where it's like 1,237.
We're gonna
437,000.
12 times.
Oh yeah, is Numbers the chapter? No, that's not the chapter, is it? Where everybody gives the same exact thing. I think that's Chronicles too, but maybe that's.
I feel like they do.
But man,
multiple.
That's places. A bad one. That's a bad one when they're
like
they're
I
giving
get
the exact
it. Everyone gave the same thing.
Yeah, why didn't you just
sum this up real quick? And everyone gave the same gift.
And if you want to know how much it was, multiply by 12. It's that simple. Don't be an idiot. Next, but no, they didn't do that. Now, speaking of Bible things, speaking of idiots in the Bible, not to say that Price's J cousin an idiot, so I'm not saying that. I just realized how my transition didn't work. I'm sorry.
It did not.
That was not a good transition.
You turned straight into the skid and then fell off the road and hit
a tree.
I
did. Did I do that? Price's J Cuz wants to know in Genesis 11, 5-9. It's like he's reading right now, and he's like, you know what, guys? I was just wondering while I'm reading. Why would God want to cause confusion by creating different languages? Why would he not want them to do anything they want? Is it because they will feel like they don't need God if they are able to accomplish certain things?
I'm assuming this is the story of the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, Genesis 11 is the Tower of Babel chapter.
Side note of this, whenever I see the TikToks or the Instagram reels of people do like the Tower of Babel reenactment, where they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna build this thing super tall," and then they just start speaking another language. It makes me laugh so hard.
That would have to be such an awkward moment. Like, why are you talking like an idiot? And then the other one's like, it's like Joey.
What?
Blah, 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 blah. There had to be some people laughing, like just like you guys are idiots. What is wrong with this?
2 years and then he died. Yeah, that's another difficult part.
Oh man, but that one's in Genesis, and that one's just fun because it's just like, man, it was like a competition. Who could live the longest?
Too much.
And then he died. But it is weird how their history was just like they lived this many years, they had these kids, then they lived this many more years, then they died. It's like, wow, that's it. Like there's so much that could happen and we don't know any of it. But back to Price's J Cuz's question. Did you have a thought on this, Ryan?
Why would God want to cause confusion by creating different languages? What was the Tower of Babel? They were just trying to build that so they could make a name for themselves, like human race, right? Like they wanted to basically make themselves equal to God.
Reach God.
Or they wanted to reach God.
Yeah. Now, I have read that because Eden was on a mountain, that it's also implying that they're trying to get back to Eden. Like they're trying to reach God and reach Eden, which I think is an interesting concept. That
is interesting.
We want to get back into the place we got kicked out of. But I think you're on the right track in terms of something that's a very practical reason why God confused them. Yeah. Because he realized that he said it literally says nothing will be impossible for them. And then it's implied, in my opinion, that God's like, it'll be that no way for them to kill themselves. There will be no catastrophe in which they kill they kill themselves. There'll be nothing impossible. Like they can kill themselves in so many ways.
Yeah.
Fun ways.
And then, like, why would he not want them to do anything they want? Well, while he did give us free will, You saw how that went with the
Yeah.
garden.
And that's what it really came down to. I believe the creating different languages was a way to down the road prove, it's he was preparing the way for what's coming up next week, the day of Pentecost, where God undid the curse of Babel in his timing. It was people who were not relying on his timing of doing things. They were getting ahead of themselves. So they were building this tower as tall as humanly possible because they were all concentrated together. They were all working together. They could build it, but they would have ended up killing themselves. Like it would have toppled over. They didn't have the technology. They didn't have the ways to make it stable. And so it was an act of salvation, like preventing them. It was causing them to spread out, which is what his goal was the whole time, was fill the earth with my glory,
Right.
spread out over all the earth. And they were trying to like stay in one fixed
They
point.
were trying to all stay together. Yeah, they were trying to all stay in the same spot. Yeah.
Yeah. And which goes to, why would he not want them to do anything they want? It's because that doesn't bring true joy and happiness. Like I've tried all my life to do what I want, and there's not a single path where it's ended well, or it's gone great for me, but it's not gone great for my wife, or not gone great for my kids, or not gone great for my friends. If we want to do anything we want, so many other people lose. But when we do what God wants, so many people win. And I know that in the short term, that doesn't always seem like that, because Jesus tells us to suffer. Jesus tells us to turn the other cheek, and it hurts. But in the long run, his love and his truth spreads through sacrifice, through the tough decisions. And so doing his will is what we were made to do. And so it just like, it's just like it lines up, and we find true peace, we find true joy, and we get to also like have personal fulfillment in the process. We can have our cake and eat it too in the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate that question, Jay, because that is a tough one, but it's something that, thankfully he broke the curse here in a week. We're going to celebrate at Pentecost, speaking on all the tongues of man through the Spirit. So yep. So there you go. There you go. Look at that. Just the two of us, and we crossed 2 hours, man.
And we still crossed 2 hours. We're the best. We're the best too.
We are the best.
I'm also tired. I feel it.
Yeah, it's almost 11:30.
Yeah,
Mindy's going to be like, there were just two of you. How are you not done yet?
It's
like,
my fault. Tell Mindy I'm sorry.
Yeah, I will. I'll definitely blame you. That's the best
fine.
way best route to go. No, I love you. This was a really fun conversation and a good chat. And there was not a moment that went by that I was like, oh my gosh, will he stop talking? So we're all good.
God,
we're all good in the hood. And see, the thing is you didn't set the expectation of like nothing happened and then you talked for 30 minutes. You went right into it. You were honest. You said, this is what happened. That's all I want. I just want honesty. I don't want this fake nothing happened in my life, because God's at work. God's doing stuff in your life. And you're supposed to share it. Yeah. Speaking of that, we're glad that many of you shared, and we hope more of you will share with us what's going on in your neck of the woods. But till then, we can also be connected with visually and spectatorly. Check us out on YouTube and Twitch. Well, not us, but our joiners are on Twitch sometimes, where a whole cheddar board of other joiners stream their hearts out.
I gotta find a piece of cheese to put on the screen.
I know, right? You'll find their links over on Discord. Don't be a Limburger. Check them out.
Don't be a
Limburger. You don't be a Limburger, young man. Be a Gouda.
Be a Gouda boy.
A Gouda boy. Want to support and gear up with us? Well, Patreon and our merch page are where the cheese really melts. Click that one link to bringing it all together. Found in our bio, show notes, or just type in linktree.com/thegmgpod. And hey, if your wallet's more cottage cheese than cheddar, but you're still a giving type, then rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
What is happening?
My wallet's more cottage cheese than cheddar for sure. Exclamation mark and kind word helps us reach new joiners and spread that creamy podcast.
God, stop.
Did I just say that?
Spread that creamy podcast.
Creamy
What are you
podcast feeling-
saying?
Feeling extra Gouda hearted? Leave us a voicemail at 929 GMG Guys. Let your brilliant voice be heard. Alrighty then, Ryan. To all you beautiful, Brie-beautiful friends, family, and fellow
They really
fondue
went crazy with
fanatics.
the Brie.
Wow, they really love that Brie. Go get your good morning this week. And may God,
be a
you're a monster. And may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.
1, 2, 3, 4.